I know I wanted to just go in here first, but I want to do two things first. Thing number one being entering here, which I think you can't do unless you do something else. And I also want to talk with Jaheira, because I think we never talked to her after our little bonding moment where she was like staying with us in the night because of us being a Bhaalspawn. Can we enter?
I wonder if any of these rooms are available to rent.
And yeah, since this I think is like the nicest campsite in the game, I would say let's rent the rooms. Of course, unfortunately you kind of have to spend money for it. But I think, if I remember correctly, it's not that much.
I have something to ask.
I thought you were going for a walk, Blas.
What? Oh, you're still here. Maybe you should take the walk.
I didn't click on them, did I? Oh well. Okay.
Welcome back.
Interesting pathfinding. They're supposed to gather some kind of tournament that our characters are trying to win to be granted a miracle of our choice. I'm a rogue, but haven't figured out yet what her story is or what miracle she wants. That sounds like a cool synopsis for like a one-shot. Hope you will enjoy it. I'm looking for a place to stay.
I tell you what, the murder upstairs has brought some punters, but it's also really spooked folk out of renting rooms. If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down and realise there's naught to worry about. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over.
Yeah, I mean it's 200 gold. But I mean, we could still try to push the price a little. Perhaps I could get a discount on the accommodation.
Charity! In Baldur's Gate! Good one.
You want 200 gold to sleep next to a murder scene? Really? You know what? Cut the price and I'll spread the word of this place from miles around. I mean, we have a plus 17. So basically, we're just not allowed to roll a net 1. And I mean, we're not going to start the stream with a net 1. Cool, thank you, guys. Nice.
More asses and chairs means more coin in my pouch. You got yourself a deal. Top floor's all yours. If it gets a bit too noisy at night, well, don't sleep above a pub.
But I mean, how expensive was it now? Or did we just get it for free? I mean, interesting, we got 2 inspirations for that. I'm not sure if I think we got it for free. It doesn't say like we lost money or anything. Cool, I take it. What? Who is that? Who's talking? Oh well. And now we can go to my favorite campsite. Elfsong Hospitality. I'm kind of confused that this is a tutorial we've apparently never seen, so I guess it's new. General tutorial. Foraging is a thing of the past in the Elfsong Tavern. To purchase camp supplies for resting, simply visit the dumbwaiter hatch. Oh, I think that's actually new. Where is the hatch? And I like that we also still have our Astarion statue. Nice. Okay, but where exactly can we? Ah, there's Minthara. Probably also enjoying that we have a nice and decent camp here. But I'm wondering, where exactly can we buy camp supplies? But we also do have like quite a few camp supplies lying around. Let's use them. Vegetable soup. But I mean, the thing is also like we don't really need to buy any camp supplies. Like way more than enough. Game's not over yet. I also really love this song here. A camp of Hot Devil. But I mean, that didn't change, did it? I'm just... Do you know, Deanna, where exactly you can buy like camp supplies here? Am I just blind? Ah, here. That's new.
Out, but there is no answer. The staff operate the dumbwaiter at night.
For our midnight food cravings. And hey Koya, how you doing? Around with us, yeah. Took me a while to find it. What did I miss? So far, not much Koya. Just like a bit of bantering before the stream and us renting this room here. It's a new campsite. And actually, my favorite. Jaheira. Let's have a word or two.
Yes?
Oh, we're still not friends enough for her to have like a nicer greeting. But yeah, how you doing, Koya? How was your week so far? I wanted to ask you something.
Ask it.
I think the first two we definitely talked about before. I think 3 to 5 I knew, I think. I need to know more about the Bhaalspawn, about myself.
I am no expert on the matter, despite all my experience. But if anything I know can help you resist your father, only ask it.
I mean, she traveled with Bhaalspawn for quite some time, right? You've never known a Bhaalspawn to go mad, have you?
Not mad, no. Take Zadavok, for example. For as much carnage as he caused, there was always a cold calculation to it. He craved power, and his bloodline was just another path to achieve it. I saw that same bloodline turn to better ends than Baal ever intended for it. It was Bhaalspawn who threatened the coast, and Bhaalspawn who saved it. It is possible to go on to live a life outside your father's shadow.
Which really makes you wonder, why are we so powerless against the urges? But well, I guess both Orin and the weird necromancer really mess with our brain, right? Probably didn't help. I'm doing fine, a bit tired, and now I have an hour-long way home again. But I'm happy tomorrow's Friday already. Yeah, I'm also really looking forward to the weekend. Any nice plans? And also have a safe and hopefully fast trip home. An hour sounds really long. Did your friend live happily once Baal was dealt with?
Baal was but the beginning. Be warned. A godspawn draws trouble like iron to lodestone. There will be crusaders who wish to rid the world of your taint, or jealous minds who believe themselves more deserving of the power in your blood. But happiness is not beyond a Bhaalspawn. It simply comes at a higher cost. Constant vigilance.
Yeah, I guess Levinar's never going to live like a peaceful life, probably, right? Either people envy you, or just want to slay you, or whatever. Since you resist, you'll certainly not find out why you have the urges. The other spawn do not. Oh! If you embrace your urges, you do find out why you're different from other Bhaalspawn? Okay, so once we're far enough in the game, Deanna, I'm going to ask you about that. I don't have many plans. I'm celebrating the birthday of a relative, so that'll be fun. Oh, nice. I mean, still sounds decent. Baal frightens me.
Then you are wise. I will not mince words.
Why are you so surprised?
What you told me is true. You are already further under Baal's power than my old friend ever was. But so long as you fear that power, there is hope. Fear means you are not fully mad. Not yet.
Still, Why was she surprised when she said, like, you're wise? Like, thank you. In Dumpstead, not Wisdom Dumpstead. Was your camp bothered time and time again by grotesque butler?
Baal had his minions, certainly. But none that watched over their wards so diligently. I wonder if past experience has taught the great god to fear that another of his children might turn against him.
True. I mean, it would make sense, right? Did your friend ever tell you of the dreams Baal sent them?
Yes. Your rancid father will try to twist your thoughts, as he did with all his children. The harder you resist, the darker your dreams become. Our camp was often roused by screams in the night back then. We learned to take them as a marker of pride. Even gods can be resisted.
I would say our party is like the prime example for even gods can be resisted. If we had like a camp slogan or something like that, like a banner, that would be what's on it. I mean, look at Lae'zel, look at Shadowheart, look at, I guess to some degree, Gale. And I mean, also kind of Karlach. I mean, Zariel is just a little bit short of a goddess. Oh well. It is so cool how much more Jaheira has to say when you're Bhaalspawn. It's just really nice. And hey Proxy, how are you doing? Jaheira has no memory of Caspenar. Caspenar, who was that again? Is not her husband, right? No, that was something with K. Just help me out, who was that again? Blackif is not a goddess. True. But I mean, Lae'zel doesn't know that. Lae'zel would say Blackif is a god. Did the Bhaalspawn have children? Did they inherit his taint? Also interesting, so far, it was always Bhaalspawn they, now it's Bhaalspawn his.
A Bhaalspawn can sire children, certainly. Whether they should... There are things in our nature we might unwittingly pass on, yes. But I do not believe them stronger than the things we choose to pass on.
A good thing that the chances
If you are
that we're going
asking
to
whether
get
love and
children
joy
of
are
Gale
beyond you,
are
just because
slim.
of the taint in your blood? No. They most certainly are not.
Aww. Thank you, Jaheira, for telling me all that. I think you've told me enough. What can you tell me about the Harpers?
I've learned not to unpick the legends so many have woven around our name. Seeing the hope die in a romantic's eyes, it is only funny the first few dozen times.
Aww.
Some call the Harpers heroes. Others, petty meddlers who cannot help but stick their nose into every conflict they stumble across. The truth is in there somewhere. We try to work towards
not both?
a common balance. If every other faction finds us equally annoying, that is probably a sign that we are succeeding.
Jaheira, never change. Caspenar was Baal's butler and the BG2 expansion. Oh, so there was like a Baal butler before? What kind of creature person were they? Like also an imp or something else entirely? Jaheira's husband was Khalid. Yeah, I remember it was something with K. He was also a half-elf and a fighter. Surely people understand that the Harpers are working for the greater good.
Ha! No. No, thank you. Let the wiser members of my order wrinkle their brows over that particular phrase. In all my years fighting for the Harpers, I am still never certain what the greater good means. I've learned to be content with, well, that was not so bad as it might have been.
Maybe the more realistic expectation. But kinda less good as a slogan, right? Was Jaheira also a Harper already in the first two games? Or does it change in between or in between the games? Cuspinard was also an imp. He made unique magic items for you. Ooh. A very silly character. I loved him. Nice. Well, how did you end up joining them?
I will not bore you with a long tale.
Yo, tell me.
I was born to a high family in Tydir. I remember little except that when my family fell, they fell far and fast. I learned young what fear and hunger make desperate people do. I learned to do some of it myself even. Until a roving circle of hedge druids found me. They raised me in the wild. But when it became clear I was, perhaps not suited to a life of idle reflection, I was sent to the Harpers.
Come here,
to
will
do.
you? It's been forever.
They showed me how to fight with sword, as well as spell, and gave me ample causes to wield them for. If I was not always the truest believer in every cause, well,
Quite
I fell
backstory,
in
I'd
love
say.
with someone who was. And that is almost the same thing.
Oh, hey, thanks so much for the raid. Hey, Bendycat. Nice to see you. And hey, Raiders. I'm Ethan. I'm playing BG3 currently for the second time on stream, playing a Durge run at the moment. And yeah, so nice to see you. How are you all doing? And thanks so
Count
much.
myself lucky to call you a
What have you
friend.
been playing, mate?
Count myself
I
lucky
can't
to
even
call you a
talk.
friend.
What have you been playing, Bendycat? And also, it would be awesome if someone gave Bendycat a shout out. Yeah, nice to see all of you. Also been playing some BG3, or at least before some time. We're good, we're playing some other rivals. Ah, nice, that's the team shooter, right? I haven't played it myself, but I've seen like many people playing it, and it looks really fun. And hey, thanks so much, Bendycat and Assassin, for the follows. Much appreciated. We have fun, yes. Nice. What kind of run did you do in BG3? Like, normal run, Durge run, custom character, some of the companions. I was expecting
Count myself
Evelyn.
lucky to
Wait,
call you a
what?
friend.
And hey, also thanks so much for following. How to pronounce your name? Lil Toxics, I guess. Oh well. And Shadowheart is Gold's favorite princess, always. Want to tell me more about someone you loved?
No, not really.
We're doing our first playthrough as a ranger. Ah, nice. How far are you into the game? I hope it's not going to spoil anything for you. What? Jaheira doesn't want to tell us about her first love? Rude. I think we have to pester her some more later on. It sounds like you and the Harpers have a complicated history.
You might say that. I left their service and swore never to return. Multiple times, if I recall. It is easy to get tired of the intrigue. The high causes shrouded in secrecy. I thought I might find another way to be of use to the world. And for a time I did. But my comrades would use a rather irritating phrase. A harper never leaves the chorus. She simply goes to spread the song. Meaning that whatever cause I turned my hand to, there I would find them. Harpers, stuffed with their own virtue, but always there. Always trying to help. So I returned to the fold. Returned to the city. Eventually they hung a title around my neck. High Harper. And I still do not know how to play one. If I wanted to spare Geraldus the same headaches, well, you now know why I needed him to be sure this is the life he wants.
Ah, yeah,
But
that
you're
makes
staring.
sense.
Which means the tadpole has finally eaten your brain. Or have I been talking too much? Either way, time to move. No?
Oh, Jaheira never changed. I love how so cynical she says everything, but I mean, in the end, she's still here. She's like over 100, still doing half a business. She's fully convinced of them. Okay, so sorry, but I gotta run to get a prescription. Alright, it was very nice to see you. Thanks so much again for dropping by, and yeah, hope to see you later or some other time, and all the best to you. Jaheira is mommy to Durge. She really is. She really is kind of like a mama. What kind of weird mix of mom and mother was that? But yeah. It's really cool. I really like their relationship, cause it seems way closer and like way more connected by history, and that's really cool. Never mind. She definitely tells you like way more as Durge as well. It's really cool. You fought in the Temple of Baal before. Would you be able to find it again?
You speak of a battle more than a century past. Baal's minions led us through a maze in the Undercity, older than Baldur's Gate itself. We paid little mind to the path ahead, let alone how we might return, or that we would return at all. Still, the Undercity shifts. We might search down there. Or better yet, find a ballast to lead us.
Yeah, would have been too easy if you could just tell us the way, right? Oh well. The voice actress for Jaheira did a great job. She really did. I mean, I didn't play the former games, as you know, but I've listened to some of her voice lines in the other games, because like many people were like, it sounds really cool and really close. And it indeed does. Really nice. Minthara is a better mummy. I don't know. It sounds more like a toxic relationship. But hey. Minthara always encourages you to be better. No, she just wants you to be worse. And you know that. Can we ask more about the Harpers? You were telling me about the Harpers. Nope. Right. I think beside that, there's not that much to talk about, so I would say let's go back to the crime investigation, right? I wonder why Minthara's then... Is Minthara just admiring herself in the mirror? Is that what she's doing? Oh, Lord. She is.
Come for a chat?
Yeah, wondering why you're admiring yourself in the mirror. But we can't talk about that. I love it. I think she didn't used to do that, right? If I remember correctly, she used to just stand here, right in front of the portrait here. Oh, Miss Zora. Also, were your Romans Halsin too? I originally wanted to do that. The thing is, our approval... I can't see the approval here. Our approval from Halsin is like way too low to do that. So, I don't think we will be able to do that.
Oakfather preserve you.
I mean, we could take Halsin along again. But we also want approval from Jaheira. And I think Jaheira's approval is also not the best. Yeah, it's fair. The thing is, I don't really want to part with Gale and Shadowheart. Astarion is our certified lockpicker, so we kind of need him. And yeah, I guess there you have your answer, Motherchan. I wanted to, but I kind of won't, I guess. Yeah, at least not for the moment. I think also another reason why I'm not taking Halsin along too much in the city is like, he is kind of like goddamn negative about everything. He really doesn't like the city, does he? Only a few companions are open to bully though. I do have a mod, Diana, if you don't know that. I am using a mod for that. Right, let's go for the murder investigation.